So, yes, and a little gem. So I'm going to read a beautiful quote which has just been hanging around with me, and particularly when I'm thinking about this time of year, change. You know, we love the spring, but it's not always easy to change and make that transition. You know, it's from like kind of slumbering and sleeping into this sort of bright new energy. And this just feels like it goes with that, as well as just stepping into life. So this is Ram Dass, the wonderful Ram Dass. As you quiet your mind, you begin to see the nature of your own resistance more clearly. Struggles, inner dialogues, the way in which you procrastinate and develop passive resistance against life. As you cultivate the witness, things change. You don't have to change them. Things just change. Yes. Isn't that lovely? Things just change. Don't resist. Let me ring the bell. And we're going to come from a dormant, lying down position today, because I thought that felt appropriate. We're coming from the wintry, it's the last full moon of winter, kind of tomorrow morning, snow moon. So let's just come from our lying down, Shavasana, this kind of corpse, this wintry body that's been hibernating. So let the arms fall away from the sides, palms upwards, feet, put some space between the feet out to the side. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth, and just let yourself sink and rest and arrive here now in this moment. How's that feel? Close your eyes for a second, check in, really check in, so that you can get all the goodie from this restorative session. Restoration requires quite a deep focus, actually, and the letting go is not always easy, simple, because we have so many built patterns of holding and resistance and blocking that it feels normal. So we have to just focus in. That helps by closing the eyes, sensing, feeling the body, feeling the points of contact is always a good way of feeling and becoming more embodied. Feeling the points of contact between the body and the ground, how the arrangement of our limbs, the weight is distributed across the ground, what points are touching the ground, which points are away from the ground. Also feeling the parts of the body that are covered with fabric, with clothes, and the parts that are exposed, just getting that sensory body awakened, or our attention focus more on this sensory layer, if you like, of the body experience. We are having a human experience here, all of us right now. So let's see if we can really enjoy the juice of that experience. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let yourself sink into the ground. Let's chant the mantra Om 3 times so we can really feel this living body. Wake it up, wake it from its slumber, breathing into the nostrils. And again, let your sound out through your mouth. Open your mouth wide, release your jaw. And one more. Big, loud, long Om. Express yourself. Feel that same vibration in the body. That brightness, that liveliness. Can you feel that vibration in your toes? Give your toes a little wiggle just to remind that vibration to reach even the tippy toes, even into the fingers. We're going to wake the body up a little bit slowly though. Just wriggle the fingers and toes. Yeah. Maybe just bring the legs together. Extend the arms above the head. Give yourself a full extension. Point the toes. Extend the arms up. breathing into the nostrils, breathing into the body, expand to breathing out. Let's see if we can do one side at a time. So take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. I'm going to push the left heel away, draw the toes towards you, breathe in to the left side. Let your head roll over so it's lying on the top of the right arm there. Breathe into the left side. As you breathe out, push the left heel away, drawing that left arm up and over the head. So we're making ourselves very long through the left. And we're encouraging that length. You might even tighten the left buttock slightly to help that lengthening process, but not too rigid. It's finding that lovely kind of middle ground, that even place between making efforts and doing nothing at all. We're just waking up slowly. Think of the little kind of sprouting seeds coming up through the ground. Breathing in, breathing out slowly, using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. And then one more breath in. And release, release, release. Let go for a second. Just notice the difference. I feel such a difference. The left side is just all floppy and open. Take hold of the right wrists with the left hand. Relaxing the left side now. We're focusing just on the right. Push the right heels away, breathing into the right side of the body. Let the head roll over to the left upper arm. As you breathe out, you're extending through the right side, pulling on the right wrist enough, but not too much to, to kind of push or force, to go into forcing. We're just kind of guiding it. So we're feeling that natural opening. The body wants to expand here. Expand to receive the breath you're going to give it. Maybe tighten the right buttock slightly, just to help that extension through the right side. Give it space, give it time. So much rushing around. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're not, and we just breathe out and release. We're not kind of rushing forward in this sort of spring energy. We're just kind of letting ourselves notice that kind of wanting to pull forwards and just holding ourselves steady here in this space. Letting the arms rest on the ground. And let's just wake up the breath a little bit and bring it into a steady, even middle ground. Breathing in through the nostrils. Breathing out through the nostrils, lifting the arms up. This is all out breath. So we're steadying and softening, but waking up. So it's a little waking up our focus. If our mind's been jumping around all over the place, maybe we've been looking at a screen or kind of feeling this kind of a little bit ditzy energy of springtime, nothing wrong with that. But we want to just keep a little bit of focus there so we can manage this energy, this big energy, this bursting forth. Can manage that energy. Maybe that the emotions that come with that. We're not holding it back, we're not holding it down, we're just kind of channeling it, managing it. So the inhale, the arms are coming up, we're keeping it steady and even. Lovely big deep breath in, but it's steady and even. It's not a big whoosh, sudden, and then slow, steady breath out. It's a big breath out, it's a long breath out. We're really extending the breath out. The same ways as the days extend, the light gets longer. We're just kind of making this longer and longer each time. Inhaling. Just preparing and getting ourselves ready. This body's waking up. Cell by cell, breath by breath. Let the hands rest by the sides now. And we're just going to bring that left knee in. Just the left knee. Leave the right leg on the ground. And we'll just pull that into the body. Get a bit of an extension across the groin here. Pulling that in. Taking our time. Have a little bit of a rock side to side as well. Just notice any stiffness, any rigidity in the hip. We're just waking it up. And again, hips really significant. Hips in the middle of the body, so it's really about forward motion. Maybe we're thinking about how we might move forward in our lives in particular areas, or how we might start to move more physically. So we're just going to get that hip a little bit woken up. And squeezing, taking the left hand on the front of the left knee and the right hand lower down, maybe on the ankle or lower on the leg, and pulling that knee or that whole thigh into the body. You can get a squeeze on the out breath. Inhaling, letting it soften. Exhaling, pulling that in. Okay. So now we're going to push the heel up to the ceiling. You can take the hands behind that left thigh. If it feels too strong, if you feel like, oh no, I can't straighten my leg up, then make it slightly less volume, slightly less strong by bending the right knee and putting the right foot on the ground. Otherwise, stay with this. So you're pulling the toes towards you, pushing the heel up to the ceiling, keeping the head on the ground, of course. And we're just interlinking the fingers, taking it behind the thigh, nice and comfortable, and letting the leg, allowing the leg to relax, allowing it to soften and come towards you. You're free to take hold behind the calf, but only if it feels appropriate. If you're feeling you're straining or you're, overextending your leg, don't even bother. It's not worth it. Best to move carefully and mindfully. What does that mean? Mindfully, just noticing where your mind is, focusing on what you're doing, on your breath out, releasing. Let's just bend that knee again, moving very mindfully and taking care of ourselves. Many of us not used to doing that, so this is a good practice. Right hand on the left knee, breathe in. And as you breathe out, let that, if your leg is bent, straighten that one out. I always forget to tell you that one, but hopefully you're kind of smart enough to realize that. Taking the knee over the body, right over to the right, so it's going over the body, and trying to keep that left shoulder down and encouraging that by extending the left arm out to the side, back of the arm on the ground, and also encouraging that twist by taking the gaze, the eyes, looking down the left arm towards the left hand. Just rest the hand on the outside of that left leg. So we're creating a twist from the base of the spine up through the spine, right to the top of the head. So, breathe into that to encourage that. Breathing into the nostrils, breathing out slowly, and imagining the breath is going out and down through the base of the spine. Imagine your breath is being sucked up through the base of the spine like a straw, right to the top of the head. So enjoy that invigoration of the spine, aligning the breath with the spine, like a spinal breath. Of course, we're not breathing into the spine physically, we're breathing into the nostrils, but it's that attention and that focus, imagining, really energizes and enlivens the spine. Now we're just going to slowly, because it's a strong twist, on the inhale, lift the knee to center, lift the head to center, and just give that knee another squeeze. We've got the other side to do now. Place the left foot down, slide it away. Very slow, careful, steady. Now lifting the right knee up, left leg is out, extended. Just give that little squeeze into the body. Give a little rock side to side, just waking the hip up. Notice how different the left leg and hip feels. It feels like really energized and relaxed and open, a bit longer. The leg has gotten longer. Rocking it side to side, opening up the hip. So you might be doing quite a big action, depending on how open the hips, or it could be quite a small one. That's okay. You can even do little circles, whatever feels good to you. Just exploring a little bit the hip and allowing. Then extending the right heel to the ceiling, taking the hands behind the right thigh, interlinking the fingers. Again, you have the volume control. You can put the left foot on the ground if that feels more appropriate for you. You can also take hold behind the right calf if that feels more appropriate. But making sure you're really pushing that heel up, so we're extending the back of the leg, the whole back of the leg, calf, and the hamstring, the back of the thigh there. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Notice where your mind is. Where's your mind? Is it already, at the end of next week? Is it here and now? Is it kind of dotting around? Is it kind of going into patterns? And just seeing if we can be here now, be here, present. And then bending the knee, squeezing into the body, taking the left hand onto the right knee, extending the right arm out to the side, palm down, and taking the knee right over to the left. Slowly, keep breathing in and out. Resting the left hand on the outside of that leg there. So we're working to get that leg, maybe the knee is moving towards the ground, and that right shoulder is moving towards the ground this side. Good. I'm looking down the right arm, down through the right hand. And breathing, close your eyes, feel the breath now. Breathing in, imagine you're breathing into the base of the spine. It's traveling up to that beautiful twisted spine, right to the crown of the head. Breathing in and breathing out. It's coming back down through the center of the head, through the neck, through the middle of the spine, through the lower back, and out through the base of the spine. And just breathing, aligning the breath with the spinal column, staying present in this moment. Allowing that twist to increase, relaxing into it. Now use the next inhale slowly to lift the head up to center, lift the knee up to center. Give that knee a last little squeeze there. Place the sole of the foot on the ground, slide the legs away. Good. Now bend the knees and hug the knees, both of them together. That's going to feel good for your back, yeah? So even it all out, rocking side to side. Enjoy. Enjoy. Yeah, really getting into this slow, mindful breathing. And let's just make some circles. We're looking at the hips a little bit. Let's open them up a bit more. And it's just very easeful, I hope. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, let the knees fall away from each other and back to the body. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the tension. How much tension is in your hips today? Yeah, it's a real tension gathering place. The joints tend to do that. You know, we hold so much. So keeping them mobile. And as you do this, really feel that you're oiling the joints with your movement, with your intention, the slowness of the movement, and with your breath. Imagine the breath is going into that hip joint. And that's right, let's go in a different direction now. So start with the knees away from you, hands just on the kneecaps, breathe in. Fill the body with air, breathing out, pull the knees into the body, open the knees up. So we're going in the opposite direction. Let the feet fall away from each other. So we're really allowing some spaciousness to come into the hips. And of course, when it comes into the hips, it comes into the lower back and the sacrum and the lower abdominals, because this is all connected, you know, all connected up. This is a very big junction in the body. So by taking care, giving it breath, release that tension. Hug the knees again. Now, let's extend the legs up, extend the arms up. Yeah, extend the fingers to the ceiling and let's rotate the wrists and ankles all at the same time. Enjoy the wrists and the ankles in one way and then the other direction. Just bringing ease into the wrists and ankles, the joints again. Let's taking care of these joints. Hug the knees again. Okay, have a little rock and roll. Take the hands behind the knees and let's have a rock and roll lengthways now. Lengthways on that spine. Have a little rock forwards and backwards. Get into this little playfulness of rocking and see if you can rock up to seated or find any which way to come up to seated. We'll do a few things seated before we come to lying down just to get a bit of, see how that feels in the body. Have a little bit of a wriggle in the spine. Sitting down, you can sit on a cushion if you need to. And let's rub the knees a little bit. Taking care of the joints. Particularly if we have little areas in the body that kind of feel any pain or stiffness, rather than kind of being angry with those parts of the body, give them a bit of love, a bit of touch, a bit of attention, and usually that really helps. So taking the hands on the knees, keeping them there. Lift the chest, lengthen, sit tall as if you're sitting against a wall and the shoulders are going back of the neck is long, crown is lifting. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, you're leaning forwards, keeping the back upright, strong belly, and around to the right, inhaling as you lean back, exhaling as you lean forward. So there's a half of the circle as you're leaning forward, the out breath, the in breath as you lean back. Keep the chest lifted, keep the abdominals engaged. You'll feel that really nice, hopefully that kind of releasing in the lower back. It's like someone's massaging here. Breathing out. So we're just getting that lower back, giving it a bit of spiral action. Breathing in, leaning back, breathing out, taking the body forwards. And imagine your heart center. Just get close to that heart center. Let it come to a stop, stillness. Feel that stillness, steadiness. Again, the center of the body, the spiritual center. This is the center here. Let's get clear with that. We'll go the other way now. And let's add a humming bee breath onto this because it just feels good and it's a nice way to come into the Nidra. So breathing in. As you breathe out, forwards and around to left, and back. As you're doing this, release the tension in the face. You can hum and you can smile at the same time. Don't forget to keep this integrity in the body. Shoulders down, chest upright. Coming to the end of your humming, come to a stillness. Notice how that feels. And we'll have a bit of release here as well, because it feels like it's a good time for a lion. So we're just going to bring our claws to the ground. If you want, if you prefer, you can always have the legs outstretched. So make your choice. If your legs are outstretched, again, you can have the hands come into the ground or out to the side for this lion. I'm going to stay with this one because it feels nice. And really take your weight forwards. Make it like a strong movement. Okay, we're going to release some of this maybe pent-up energy, agitations that might be there, or just any kind of concerns or worries from the day. So breathing in. Scary lion. Tongue out, eyes wide. Don't be afraid to express yourself and make this roar. Good. Breathing in. Hands to the heart center. Good. Or you can take the hands out if you prefer. Gather yourself. Yes, get a bit of power. It's coming from the heart. It's coming from the heart. Power. Release. One last time. Breathing in. Good. Bring your hands to your heart center. Close the eyes for a moment. Just notice how your heart feels right now. Without judgment, just accepting how it is right now. What are the sensations there in that space? Maybe it's feeling bright, maybe it's feeling tight, maybe it's blocked, maybe it's feeling fiery, maybe it's spacious. Whatever it is, just allowing that to be as it is. Okay. We're going to extend the legs out in front of us. Bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Let's take a few sighs out. Yeah, breathing in. Out through the mouth. And we're just going to lower ourselves slowly. This is the last kind of bit of effort you really have to make here. But make the effort so that when you do get to lying down, it's going to feel 10 times better. So extend the fingers towards the toes, breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Lowering down slowly. Keep that bit of dynamic between the fingers and toes. So I'm extending towards them. So if I focus on that, I forget about what's going on here. It's strong. It's strong in the abdominals. Keep breathing to fuel that. It keeps it, imagining it's like kind of soft. And then when you land completely. Let go of everything. Just land. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. Okay, once more, let's hug the knees just to ease ourselves into. Yeah, we're almost there. We've got a couple more minutes. Just rock and roll side to side on the lower back. And maybe you might want to draw a circle. Just drawing a circle on the ground. Imagine the circle that you're drawing your back. And also you can imagine the circle you're drawing with your knees. And you can do that with the fingers on the knees or hands just holding the knees. Inhaling as the knees go away, exhaling as the knees come in. Or you can do this if you feel it's better. You can try it without the hands. And change direction with or without your hands there. Just feel this is kind of unwinding. You're unwinding, doing this slowly, mindfully, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in slowly, slowly, slower and slower. We're winding down, slower and slower. Place the soles of the feet on the floor, coming to stillness. We just rest the hands on the ground. Place the feet a little bit further away and put them as wide as the mat. In fact, we'll take the hands out to the side, palms flat down. We're going to do a really slow, gentle twist. Again, really easing out tension, which may be happening in the lower back. Breathing in through your nostrils. As you breathe out through your nostrils, let the knees slowly lower down to the left. Head goes over to the right. Breathe out totally. And at the next inhale, lift your knees and head to center. Breathing out slowly through the nostrils, lowering the knees down to the right. The head goes over to the left. Breathe out totally. So it's a slow, steady, as slow and smooth and steady as you can make this. All your focus of attention is on slow, smooth, steady. And if it helps, close your eyes, breathing in to center, breathing out slow and steady. So we've woken up the body physically, mentally, emotionally, and now we're going to go a little deeper into our Yoga Nidra. So we need to soften everything and release any last bits of tension that are there. Just letting the legs move, the head move. So the head is always going, or the head is always going in the opposite direction to the knees, always. This is a great little practice before going to sleep at night. You can even do this in bed, you can even do this lying on top of the bed. It's kind of really good on the floor because you get that contact with the back. And again, hug the knees to finish. Just give those knees a little squeeze. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs slowly away. Let the hands slowly roll out to the sides. We're coming into Yoga Nidra. Cover yourself with a blanket, a shawl, whatever is at hand. And just notice how you feel. If you did this check-in at the beginning, maybe you're noticing a little change already in how you're feeling. How is the energy? How is the emotional weather? How is your breath? Yes, getting ourselves settling in to our Yoga Nidra, making sure you have everything you need and taking time to settle down. Taking your time to settle down. Okay. Closing the eyes and keeping them closed, taking your focus inwards. This is the inner journey, the Yoga Nidra. So we take our focus inwards and know that we are safe and secure and taken care of, so that we can completely surrender and release, completely surrender to the practice. All you have to do is listen to my voice and stay awake and alert. Keep practicing Yoga Nidra. Let yourself go deeper. If you've been practicing for a while, really just see, this is where the focus is just listen to the voice and allow, soften. So we start off, as we mean to go on, by letting the body relax, letting the weight of the body drop down into the earth, dropping down, sinking down, melting into the earth, whatever works for you, softening, the whole body softening, become like earth, become like water, become like air, become like fire, disintegrating into the earth, becoming one with the universe, and tapping into that consciousness. So the Yoga Nidra, we focus on the act of listening. We're hearing my voice and awareness, becoming aware. It's like a dream state, allowing ourselves to go into this deep dream where we are the master of our dream. And I'm the guide, allowing you to be the master of your dream. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. I will not sleep. Commit yourself to this practice and give yourself time to become calm and steady. Settling and becoming still and quiet. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you breathe out, say to yourself inwardly, relax, let go, let go, everything. Tune in to sound and listening and hearing. Become aware of the sounds around you, the sounds in the distance. Listening to the sounds, the most distant sounds that you can hear. Letting your attention move from sound to sound as far as you can hear. Sounds of traffic, people, nature, the night. And then bringing the attention to closer sounds, to sounds just of the building you're in, inside sounds. Sounds of the building, and then the sounds of the room you're in right now. Hearing all those tiny sounds, subtle sounds. Sounds of the building, the sounds of your own breath, the sounds of your own heartbeat. Develop your awareness of the room you're in, of the walls, the ceiling, and the floor. Visualize the room without opening your eyes. And your body, see your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Breath coming in and breath going out. Your breath is taking care of itself. Natural, easy breath. Just following this natural process and listening to my voice, knowing that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. This is the time to make your sankalpa, your intention, a simple intention with simple words, carefully chosen. So state your sankalpa now clearly to yourself with feeling and awareness 3 times. Now the rotation of consciousness, rotating your consciousness through the different centers of the body. Moving from point to point, I will direct you around your body. The practice begins with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The left side of the body, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The back of the body, whole of the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the length of the spine, the whole of the back together. The front of the body, the top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen, whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body, body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor, the whole body in relation to the floor. Become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor. shoulder blades and the floor, elbows and the floor, back of the hands and the floor, buttocks and the floor, calves and the floor, heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration, navel to throat and throat to navel. Just simple awareness of the breath. Maintain your awareness and at the same time start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on, from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now with your awareness, awaken the following sensations. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of the weight of the body on the ground. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling heavy. You're feeling so heavy that you are sinking down into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness and weightlessness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light. Your body feels so light. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. So light it is. Awareness of lightness. Awaken the experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine walking on a cold floor in winter with bare feet. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of cold. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Hot all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Bring your awareness to the experience of pain. Focus and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect the feeling of this pain. Allow it and explore it. A feeling of pain. A real feeling of pain. Bring your awareness to recollect the feeling of pleasure. Any kind of pleasure. Physical or mental. Recollect and recall this feeling of pleasure and relive it fully. Make it vivid and real. Awaken the feeling of pleasure. Allow it. Feel it. Let it expand through your whole body. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now with your inner vision and imagination, bring to mind the following images. Imagine that it is very early morning, still dark, and you're walking through hills, climbing up towards some mountains. You are alone. You are walking east, and if you look back, you can see a crescent-shaped moon low in the sky. Soon the sun will rise over the mountains ahead. Far below, in a valley, the lights of a small town twinkle through an early morning mist. The track twists back and forth on the side of a steep slope. It winds between huge boulders and over bridges suspended across deep chasms. A gap between two hills gives a glimpse of a huge snow-covered mountain ahead. The pale sky behind it heralds the dawn. You climb up through snow. It makes a crunching sound as you break the surface and sink in. A glacier lies across your path. There are creaks and groans of moving ice as you quickly move across. Near the top of the mountain, it becomes very cold. Winds howl around your body and snatch at your clothes. Snow and ice cling to your shoes. You reach the top, and a magnificent scene reveals itself before your eyes. To the east, a vast range of snow-covered peaks and dark valleys. To the west, hills leading to rolling plains and the sea. Intensify your imagination and visualize this scene. See the sun rise like a golden ball in the east, scattering rays of golden light off snow that dazzles your eyes. Sweep your eyes around the sky. To the west, it is still grey. Above you, blue. In the east, a delicate pink. As it nears the sun, watch the sunlight strike the tops of mountains and move down their sides. Deep valleys emerge as the shadows retreat. You sit with legs crossed and contemplate this grand scene. The dawn of a new day. The dawn of a new day. Let yourself experience this for some time. Let your mind flow freely with this experience. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. And watch the darkness. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifests, for example, colors, patterns, symbols, imagery, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. In this warm, dark, friendly, familiar place, bring to mind your sankalpa. Remember the resolve that you made at the beginning of the practice, repeating the same words with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savito Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dimai Dio Yona Prashodaya. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical body, your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body. Become aware of your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room that you're in, the walls, the ceiling, the floor. Noises in the room, noises outside. Take your mind out. Allow it to become completely external. Lying quietly for a few moments and keeping your eyes closed, just adjusting, allowing yourself this transitional space. Giving yourself a little bit of movement now, stretching and moving the fingers and toes, hands and feet. Just slowly moving, gathering. As you come around, looking slowly, when you're ready, when you feel like you're ready, slowly come up to seated. Maybe give yourself a stretch, hug your knees. Breathe a little deeper, have a stretch on the ground, roll onto your side, rest on your side. Just find the most easy, natural way to come up to seated if you want to. If you're awake at this point. And just again, engage with the outside of your body, looking at your body, touching, rubbing your limbs, giving yourself attention and appreciation and gratitude for this body, for this life. And then let's bring the hands together, 2 poles, the right and the left. And let's create some fire with that friction. Yeah, fire to burn it all up. And we take that fire, that heat, that energy and bring it to the heart, the center. Let's bring our full focus just to our heart center. See, how does this feel now? How much more space is there for us to bring to mind somebody, some people, maybe somebody who might be looking for, needing some extra support, love, friendship, healing, whatever comes to mind. Or just somebody who's just popped up and you want to connect heart to heart. So feel that power and vibrancy in your heart, love, the love power, and just connect to their heart. Breathe into it, feel it, the power of connection. Good. Okay. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Wishing you peace in all the times, the difficult and the beautiful. Thank you.